Am I still not live? Okay, great. Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your girl BondyBlue. Can y'all hear me? Y'all, I am having technical difficulties. Y'all weren't hearing sound because I wasn't hearing sound either, but I was getting levels. Girl, I don't know why technology wants to be so annoying today. I have no idea. Hi everybody. How y'all doing? We're back, okay? Let's see. I feel like we should have sound right now. Like I'm seeing levels. We should have sound. Um, so you could not hear what couldn't you hear? Was I talking or was it the intro? Or was it the waiting room music? Your intro didn't play. It wouldn't play. It wouldn't play. It wouldn't play, y'all. It's not y'all, it's acting so stupid. I couldn't hear me, but I hear you. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why because I'm seeing levels, but I also can't hear it myself and I don't know what's going on. Okay, girl, I don't. I'll have to figure it out for my live later tonight. Okay? So, I am going to be doing a live this evening because Amanda Seals is doing an interview with the BAM and I want to watch it. And I think after I watch it, we're going to do a live tonight. So, I hope y'all come through for that. Y'all can hear me now. It was silent before. Y'all can hear me now though. And I don't feel like it needs to be turned up either. Like I can see my levels. Thank you though. I just need to know when y'all can hear me. Okay. Cause y'all always be a little louder, a little yeah. Turn your earphones up, babe. Turn your earphones up. Any louder, and I'm probably gonna be over modulating. I'm not trying to be in here over modulating. Okay. It's YouTube. I have to leave and come back. Child, listen. They always if they not gonna do nothing, child, they gonna stress me out. But guess what? Okay. Listen. I hope everybody's ready. I have major opinions about these episodes. Okay, are y'all ready? All right, so let's go ahead and get into Love and Hip Hop Miami first. That's where I want to start. Um, it's good to see y'all. I'm glad y'all are here. Especially because like this live, girl. This live was giving struggle bus at first. So it's good to see y'all. All right. Thank you for coming through. Make sure you like the video. All right. Okay. So starting off with Shay and Fabo. Y'all know last episode that young man and his plats cursed that lady mama out at the baby birthday party after showing up 3 hours late with a car that allegedly is from his ex. So when Shay is sitting in her kitchen packing all her products, I told y'all this lady works hard, okay? She works hard, and she got this man walking into her damn kitchen talking about, really? No breakfast?
Sir, you cursed that lady's mama out. You shouldn't even have slept in the same house with her last night. And you come in here looking for breakfast? You have the audacity to come in here looking for breakfast. I can't. Get him away from me.
I can't. He works on my nerves. But what works on my nerves even more is that Shay is really going to let this man play in her face. She really going to let this man play in her face. She's really going to be in a relationship, have a baby with a man she's been arguing with for a decade. The penis must be impeccable. That's the only thing I can think. That's the only thing that I could think of, is that the dang-a-lang must be dang-a-langing, because, girl, that man was real unnecessary with your mama. And I know that he wanted to, lay his head low and blame everything on Mama D. But let me say this. At this point, everybody should know not to take Mama D seriously. And he's a grown-ass man with plaits. So he should have been able to laugh off Mama D the way we laugh off his hair. Okay? The way you are making a conscious effort not to point out how stiff those plaits are. Okay? I don't know whether it's the Beijing that have hardened them or what. But hang it up. It's over with. It's done. I just cannot. And I feel like y'all need to pay attention to when dudes look like this, because this is telling you something about their psyche. Okay? They are not tapped into reality, people. Not tapped into reality at all. For him to even act like the situation with Mama D is a reason for him to have talked to that lady mama like that. It's just, girl, no. I'ma just tell y'all right now, it's given. This is all it should have been. I'm just so dildo. That's all I can be. I ain't even charge you. Let you fuck me for free. That's all it should have been. That's all it should have been. Girl, we ain't going steady. I thought you know me. This is what it should have been, Shay. You go and get the, you know what I'm saying? You go and get the, you know what I'm saying? You go and get the yeah. You have fun with the yeah. And just when he start to work on your nerves, you go back home. That's what you were supposed to do with this dude. And if hey, even having a baby, girl, have the baby with the nigga, take the baby, go home. Like, just, it needs to be separate. It needs to be separate, because Fabo is not to be trusted. Any man that's going to talk to your mama like that is a huge red flag. It just wasn't even that deep for him to take that tone with this lady's mama. I don't know. As much as people like to act like I don't know how to respect my elders, I thought this was just, this was disgusting to me. This was just, I don't even understand, girl. He wouldn't even been able to be in my house asking me about no goddamn breakfast the next morning. Shay says her mom is her queen, and they have finally gotten to a better space. And here come Fabo with the disrespecting of her queen. He blames MJ, but I feel like, no, MJ only came into the situation because he heard the disrespect. Is you talking about? Then he brings up Mama D. Now she didn't change it completely. Now, I'm going to have to go talk to her. Now I'm going to have to go talk to Mama D, because now you trying to draw a wedge between me and my man. And it's like, girl, your man put a wedge between you and your man. It was him, girl. It was him. It was the distance. It was the time. It's the disrespect. It's the sunglasses. It's the plaits. It's the being late. It's the disrespect. Girl, it's a lot of things that's putting space between you and that man. And you can act like it was Mama D, but let's not forget you was stressed out and talking about you didn't give a, you hold up. Talking about you didn't give a if he was at the baby party. When he was late, you was like, I don't give a we gonna do it without that. That's how you felt. And then he came in with a used car and then all of a sudden, my man. Dick. Like, it's, no, I want you to do better, Shay. I keep telling y'all how much I like Shay, and I do. That's why I want, have your dildo, sweets, but don't try to husband it. Don't try to husband it. It is not husband worthy. Stop trying to force it. You trying to force it, giving him an ultimatum, saying if he doesn't propose to you by the end of the year, y'all are through, girl. Like, it's been 10 years. It's been 10 years. He already know. Okay? And I did not hear him say that he was going to apologize to her mother, even though she is taking some accountability in the situation with Mama D. I don't like it. Shay. But if you want to keep, being disrespected for that man that look like D, then that's you. That's you. No, she is a pick-me. And I hate it for her because I like her so much. Like, y'all, I've loved Shay for years. I hate it. As much as she can annoy, like her pick-me moments are her worst moments are her pick-me moments. But when she's not being a pick-me, she's a joy. She's a joy. So let's go ahead and move on, girl. Trina has a commercial and invites the girls down, because if we're going to do everything, we're going to have, cross promotion. We're going to make this thing pop. Okay. Trina invited Miami Tip. She invited Marla Negra, who is fully over there in commercial form because she's like just over there. It's like, girl, who are you waving at? Like, what's happening? Girl, she is always in character, the telenovela. Okay, she is always
in character for the telenovela.
Y'all know there's always like a male voice that narrates for the girl. Don't worry about it. Anyway, okay, if you wasn't on Jane the Virgin, it's just not my fault. Tip is now an empty nester. Y'all know how insane that is for Tip to be an empty nester now? Like, Tip still looks exactly the same. That's insane. But like for us to be calling Tip an empty nester, girl, hilarious. Amara is still talking about Safari. Safari's a good guy, and she's willing to see where it goes, even though he's not ready for monogamy or kids. And I'm like, it's given I'm just gonna continue
to enjoy the dick.
And you should have fun. Stop trying to husband it. It sounds like you want the D with a side of delusion. You want 2 Ds at one time. You want
dick and delusion. Yes, I think you want dick and delusion. I think the delusion comes with the dick. Okay?
Half off, okay? Because I was just like, girl, why are you acting like he did not give you his ass to kiss last episode? Like, just, I'm going to completely let go of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to worry about it. He came over, he rubbed his dick against my thigh, and, we got it in, and now I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, man. So, Joy comes over. And then Trina comes over. Child, I was looking at Trina. I was like, let me tell you something, bitch. You better not be you better not be treating that Zoe Brinks girl bad because she's a big girl. You better not, bitch. Do you hear me? You better not. Okay? Because I'm gonna hate to point out. I'm just gonna hate to point out things. I don't want to point them out. I don't want to be this person. Please don't make me be this person, Trina. Stop making an asshole out of me. Okay? I feel like you're making an asshole out of me because you're acting real stank with people. And it's really making me want to rib the fuck out of you. And I'm trying not to, but you're giving me a lot of content to rib now. You give it, I'm going to let it go though. Today is not the day. This review is not that review. I'm going to let it go. So, Joy is mad at Bobby because Bobby told Trick about Marlon. Joy, I feel like, Joy, you really really reinforce that it doesn't matter what a woman looks like. She's a product of her environment. It doesn't matter. If she doesn't get out of Dade County, um, if she is still married to Trick Daddy after all of these years, girl, she's a bird. She's a bird, and she's gonna stay a bird. There is no flying out of the coop. She's in there. She's stuck. She's a bird. And I feel like Trick was gonna find out about the birddom anyway, because this is on a reality show. Okay? Can everyone be for real for a chance, for a second? Suki's music is allegedly doing well. Allegedly doing well, because I know y'all like the Eat the Ass song, but listen, it must be playing locally. I ain't gonna dispute it. Her cousin Isaiah comes to visit her. We haven't seen Isaiah since they got into it over Isaiah stealing, spandex wear from her little shop. Okay. What was it? Pretty Kitty Child, something with a coochie. Anyway, she wants to apologize to Bobby because when she and Bobby got into it, she called Bobby a loose booty power bottom. And that was just real disrespectful. And he her friend. So they need to have a conversation. Cool. Bobby is doing a Vivica Fox movie and has a song coming out. Y'all, Bobby is so talented. I also wish that Bobby would have left his face and his mouth alone. I know everybody thinks their lip injections look amazing. Like, I know that's what y'all think. But it's something like about it that is just like, ugh. Ugh. And we were seeing Bobby like close up when he was talking to Suki. And I was like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? I was like, ooh, I don't know, but I'm not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Like Jackie Harry, nigga, ooh, I'm not really feeling it. You know what I'm saying? It's not giving what it's supposed to give. Okay, Earth Kit. I don't know what is going on. I don't know what's going on with it, but I don't prefer it. I wish you would leave it alone. Stop it. Please help. He wants to apologize to Trina and Joy for his messiness. Again, I feel like Bobby was doing his job on this show. Like, okay, you were being messy. I'll give you that. But like, what else is Bobby supposed to do on this show? He introduces Eliza Rain, all right? Future's last baby mama, who he dragged on social media, who he said the baby was not his. He did not want to take the paternity test. And when he was finally forced to take said paternity test, we found out he was indeed the father. Now, back before she got pregnant for him, she was just your regular, degular, schmegular stripper. And she worked with Miami Tip, and they were all friends. Bobby, Miami Tip, and Eliza Rain. Eliza Rain went and got pregnant for Future, and Miami Tip came out and said that Eliza Rain took fertility pills so she could get pregnant by Future on purpose, and her baby was a check baby. And I was just kind of like, Tip, are you jealous that you didn't get a check baby? Like, are you upset that your kid wasn't a check baby? Are you upset that you're still at the strip club and Eliza Rain has gotten her real estate license and now she's using those titties to sell homes? Like, are you upset about that? Because to be real, I'm sorry, y'all. I said it last night on the Ooh Ladies First panel, but I'm going to say it again. I do not care when you dudes who are reckless with your penis impregnate somebody and she wants to keep the baby and she wants to be taken care of. Like, I don't, like, she's not even getting child support. She's not even really getting anything from him. But when the girl set out to do these things, I really don't be that mad at them for a few reasons. First of all, I feel like the system that we live in kind of pushes women into a corner to only be able to do a few things, because men only really value women a lot of the times because of sex, or the only way they relate to women is in sex, and they are the ones that hold the money. Okay? Like on a large scale, globally, men are the ones who have all of the wealth, and the women get the wealth a lot of the times by the men they are with. Okay? So it makes sense for the black girls and for the disenfranchised girls to try to get on by, or having an easier life by getting pregnant by a rich man that can afford to pay for a baby and pay for a woman. Like, and honestly, I feel like if these men cared so much about, not being a baby daddy, not getting these girls pregnant, why don't you get a vasectomy? Vasectomies can be reversed. Why not get a vasectomy? Why not wear a condom? Like, there are so many ways to control the birth. And I feel like it's just sloppiness and it's entitlement that makes you feel like you can just spread your seed wherever and leave the responsibility on her. And if she doesn't do what you want her to do, then you're going to try to destroy her and cause her to lose the baby or some shit. Like, because I feel like, Blueface stressing Krishan out during her pregnancy was an attempt to, like, get her to miscarry. Yeah, she don't get shit. I know she don't get shit. That's why I'm saying, like, I'm glad she got on in a way of taking care of herself, because to me, that's what you should do. I feel like women should never set out to get what they need to get from men. I think they should figure out, especially nowadays, they should figure out a way to get it for themselves. That's how I feel. And I feel like this situation forced her to do that. I feel like she may not have done it. Otherwise, she might be like Miami Tip, still at the strip club with her titties out. But instead, she's with her titties slightly covered in a blazer, trying to sell somebody some real estate. And I think that takes discipline. I think it takes a lot of effort. And I think it takes somebody really trying to get themselves out of the situation that they were in. And I can't really be mad at that. I feel like old girl was really just trying to get it however she could get it. I think at some point something clicks and you like, I cannot do this forever. I don't want to do this forever. I'm tired of this shit, but what else can I do? And it's not always that easy. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like at the end of the day, Eliza Reign probably did intentionally get pregnant for Future. You were not in a relationship with him. There's no way. I do feel like he was soft talking you and shit so he could fuck you. I feel like he was texting you. I feel like he was saying all the things. But if you being smart, you already know how this nigga get down. Stop playing with us. You know he not the type to really care about no woman. The way he treated Sierra should let y'all know that he has no respect. Like, he has no respect. I don't know why y'all think he does. It's only a matter of time before he shows you how he doesn't respect you. He's pretending so that he can screw you, like they all do. Okay, that's why you have to pay attention to how they treat other people when they think you're not looking, so you can know the type of dude that you actually dealing with. Okay? Child, listen, I won't even get into whatever their situation is, because honestly, sometimes these dudes put you through so much for that little bit of support. It's easier to just get it out the mud yourself. It really is. I feel like that's what Sierra doing. Sierra like, nigga, I don't really need you for shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should do what you're supposed to do, but I don't really need you for shit. And now, I've gotten another man who will happily come in and raise my son as our son. So I have no real use for you. And he mad about that. He's mad about that. It's the entitlement. And to me, I feel like that lets me know that you want these women to suffer. You want them and the children to suffer in your absence, which tells me that you hate yourself on some level. Because if you cared about yourself, if you cared about who you are, then your children would be of importance to you, because they are in direct, like, they're what you leave here. I know you're going to leave your music, but essentially they're what you actually leave here. You know what I'm saying? So when men really don't care about their kids like that, it's because they really don't care about themselves like that either. It just looks like they do because everything is based in the ego. But essentially, they will destroy themselves. They will destroy any good that they can truly have in their lives, always being disagreeable and self-sabotaging. So I feel like, regardless to be... Thank you, love. Regardless to being successful in rap music, I feel like that doesn't make you have to be a good person to anybody. You know what I'm saying? He be super pressed about Russell. Child, when Sierra was laughing in that interview about when she got asked about co-parenting with him. Like,
Let me, this one.
yeah, she was laughing for a nice little bit about that shit. That shit was hilarious. Anyway, so yeah, I don't have any issue with Eliza Reign. Amari is trying to get into real estate in Miami the way she is in Dominican Republic. So she meets up with Eliza Reign and she explains, Eliza explains to us that she was a stripper, all of the stuff that I told y'all, okay? And then out of nowhere, she starts crying. Amari's like, oh, Mina, what am I doing? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, what's going on? What are you crying for? Oh my God, I feel bad. What's going on? Amara had to pretend like she felt sorry for that girl. Mara has, I don't feel like Mara, I'm sorry. Like, Amara don't care about people, y'all. I'm sorry. Amara don't care about people, y'all. Like Mita, she doesn't, like, she's gonna pretend like she care, but she doesn't really care. Like, what I've learned is that she doesn't care about what other women are going through. Do you understand me? She doesn't care about what other women are going through. Please don't, let the, oh my God, and Amita's and, oh, oh my God, what's wrong? Like, don't let that fool you, honey. She doesn't care. She doesn't care at all. She's not your friend. We're gonna see that next episode, but Amara's not your friend. And I just want to, I just want all the ladies out there to understand, when it comes to a dude, she's gonna, she's gonna blame you. She's gonna be the friend that when you tell her, hey, your dude's like, fucking somebody else or whatever, you know what I'm saying? She's gonna be like, who, me? Me, you're jealous. You're jealous, mommy. You're jealous of me, mommy. Like, she's gonna hit you with that. Don't tell her anything. Let her get played. And then when she comes to cry, like, just kind of hit her with the, girl, that's so sad. But look, I gotta go. Hit her with that. Hit her with that. Okay. But anyway, Eliza Reign started crying because she wants us to feel bad for her. She talks about how traumatizing it was going through all of that publicly, which I'm sure that it was. People dragged her. People dragged her, y'all. I remember I was like, yeah, I don't care if she did get pregnant for him on purpose. This is unnecessary. Like, the way y'all drag black women for doing what the fuck everybody else be out here doing is insane. Like, what? How else do y'all think women are obtaining wealth when we can't even get y'all to agree on us getting equal pay? When we can't get y'all as a country to agree on equal pay, you got to know that most women are obtaining, and not as much anymore, but most women have obtained whatever they have, like, through their coochie of some type of way, Like, yeah, we go to school, don't get me wrong. But, like, the white girls' dads and shit, like, they make sure they get with a white dude that's gonna have something. And then when they don't, like, they they will kick you out the family too, child. They don't, people want to retain what they have or grow what they have a lot of the time. I'm talking about, middle class and up. I'm not talking about people that's down here at the trailer park with everybody else, okay? Mara has such an annoying voice. She does. She does. She's definitely a bird. But, not to go off on a tangent or anything like that, but, like, I just kind of feel like when you really look at the situation, there aren't many other ways for women to do, what men can just go and work and do. Like, now we can, but just historically, it hasn't been that easy. So when people are still using their coochies to secure themselves, I don't understand why everybody gets so upset or why they're so surprised, because it's like, what else have y'all been promoting for the girls to do? But wait on some man to come and take care of her. Wait on some man to come and save her. Y'all promote that. And then when girls and women adopt that mentality, y'all get mad at them. It's the weirdest shit. Anyway, y'all, Tip became the world's greatest hater. It feels that way, Tip. I believe everything you said, but the energy of which you want us to know about it is giving, girl, why and for what? And what the fuck you care for? Like, you out here stripping. Like, what difference does it, like, what difference does it make if she tried to get a baby for a check? Like, to you is what I mean. Like, what difference does that make to you? You around a whole bunch of snake ass people all the time and you don't say shit. But Eliza Reign, has a baby for Future and they drag her from here to there, and you want to get online and kind of add to it. Was that necessary? Like, I don't know. I just kind of feel like you giving hater. You giving you is jealous, even if she didn't get anything out of the situation. It's giving you low key are a hater for whatever reason. I'm not exactly sure, Tip, but you definitely feel like the person that's always trying to get out of your dire straits, but you never seem to really do it. And I feel like if you want to do sex work your whole life, girl, that's your prerogative. I really don't, like I said, I don't judge women who are sex workers, because at the end of the day, like, everybody can't do the same shit. Everybody gift ain't the same gift. And that's some women's lot in life to do that shit. Cool for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day. Because a lot of us, child, listen. I like porn just like everybody else. I don't know if I could actually be out here doing it on a, daily, weekly basis like some of the girls be out here doing. Okay? So I appreciate your, contribution to society. At the end of the day. And all you niggas that love strippers, like, stop it. Y'all make a whole culture around these women and then you shame them for what they do. It's insane. It's insane. Okay, I just feel like everybody got their place. Everybody got the thing that they supposed to do. And some people is supposed to be out here being sex workers in whatever capacity that they are. I don't know why everybody gets so upset about it. It's like literally the oldest damn profession is prostitution or whatever varying form of that. That's the one currency women always have, and y'all really be out here like mad about it. It's weird. Anyway, so Suki goes to see Bobby. He is on his new shit and he realizes telling her she should stick to eating ass songs was wrong, okay? However, Suki went in on him. She said some very, hurtful things. He brings up the conversation with Miami Tip. And this is when I got mad at Suki. Suki, I understand you trying to turn over a new leaf, and I did feel like, they want to make fun of you, so that's why they want you to keep talking about shit like eating ass. Also because they want you to make songs for them to sing. And, because Bobby wasn't the only one that said that to her. It was another dude that said the same thing about wanting Suki to stay making ass eating songs and her doing anything outside of that. It's like, why you doing that? Yeah, it's because y'all want to be able to, make fun of her and shit. Like, I do agree on some level. But at the same time, Suki, they were specifically talking about that video of you and Bill and you, throwing up on Bill's D and then continuing to go to town on his D. There were French fries. It was just disgusting. And I feel like anybody with a brain was going to be talking about that shit because it was during the pandemic. We were all stuck inside and we could not believe we had just saw what we saw on Beyonce's internet. We could not believe that you played yourself like that you actually hit the upload button on that fucking video, that you did not trash that shit. Her cousin was the one that said it. Same thing. I just feel like you sound crazy expecting people not to have talked about that disgusting ass thing that you did. I feel like you don't want to feel bad about some of these things you do when you know you doing something that is fucking disgusting. You know you doing something that most people are going to look at and want to do what you did, which is fucking vomit, and you turn around and get mad at everybody for their shock, disgust, and appall. Yeah, no, you need to walk in your shit the way you say you do. Walking your shit the way you say you do, Destiny, and stop flip-flopping all the goddamn time, wanting somebody to feel sorry for you when you get judged for some of the stuff that you say and do, when you know you're going to get judged, okay? And I get it. As a woman, it's hard to always stay in the same mindset of fuck you hoes. I'm going to do whatever I need to do. But I do think that you be out here playing yourself and you don't have to take this route every time. You don't have to go as low as you go. Like, okay, you threw up on the video. Could you not just have showed the first part of the video and cut that part out? Was it necessary for you to show us that? I think you did that shit on purpose because you know that type of disgusting shock jock shit makes you go viral. And you continue to do that. And I feel like it's really a testament to the society we live in, because let's be very clear, if it was not popular, if it did not get views, she wouldn't be doing it. So everybody that's like complaining all the time also need to look at themselves, because I don't follow her. Okay, I used to, but she do too much for me. I can't fuck with it, so I unfollow her. But I also felt like, when people decide they want to physically take advantage of her because of what she's done online, I have a problem with that. Because we can talk about how nasty that is. We can shame you online verbally, but the idea that means that you should be assaulted by someone is crazy, insane, and I wish y'all would stop promoting that bullshit, But Sook, you're crazy if you thought that Bobby and Tip weren't going to talk about that shit. But he did apologize to her. They hugged it out. This was the scene where I was looking at, his face like, ugh, I don't know if Bobby's going to age that well. I think Bobby should have left himself alone and he probably would have aged a little bit better. Because I don't know if he's going to age that well. It's given he's going to turn into a Caucasian gay man soon. And Caucasian gay men, like, unless they have a lot of money, they do not age well, honey. Old glass of milk, no disrespect. But, get it together. Like, stop fucking with it and moisturize and drink some damn water. What else? Mama D and Shay. Okay, so Mama D and Shay's mom are friends now. They meet up. They discuss Fabo and how the streets have been talking about him having kids, a wife, and how he's also broke. Mama D had all of the negative tea on this man, but can't seem to look at Scrappy and see how he's a cheater and he's a hoe and he ain't got no money. Like, you don't have nothing to say about your own son. You got blinders on to your own kid, but you got so much to say about ponytails over here. Yeah, Mama D, you work on my nerves. Anyway, Shay shows up. She asked to speak to Mama D first, to address her first. And she asked, did Mama D say that, did she say to him Scrappy was better than Fabo and she wished the baby was Scraps? And Mama D is like, bitch, do you think this is I Love Lucy or something? Do you think this is I Love Lucy? What's going on? What's going on? Do you know, Ricky, like, girl, it's not a sitcom. Please stop doing these weird ass things like this, Mama D. Like, oh, sometimes old people really will like test your patience. You know what I'm saying? Like, why y'all gotta be so antagonistic all the goddamn time and act like we just supposed to like brush you off the shoulder all the time, you know? I understand that, but I also feel like, the way Fabo handled old girl's mama was just ridiculous to me. I feel like he didn't even really curse Mama D out like that. He just told Mama D, hey, your son is your son. That ain't got nothing to do with me and mine. That's my baby. That's that. Cut it out. Like, his approach to Mama D, from what I saw, was not a problem. He was short and curt with her, but she deserved that energy. I don't necessarily feel like Shay's mom deserved that energy from him. But Mama D is still talking about Scrappy, still telling Shay that he's coming into town. Girl, who don't nobody care. Don't nobody care, ma'am. Why are you telling her that? And then Shay starts crying. I'm like, Shay, what the hell are you crying about? I'm like, girl, listen, sitting up there talking about I'm about to go back home to my man, my man, my man. Yeah. Are you crying about your man? Because I need to understand why you're so emotional right now. Is it hormones or something? Like, I don't know what's going on, but the way she was crying in the scene, I just kind of felt like, girl, are you breaking up with Mama D? Is that what you think is happening right now? She gonna talk about that grandma shit is no more. You not the grandma no more. And I'm just kind of like, okay, Shay. Okay, Shay, if that's what you want to do, girl. But it's really giving, you love Mama D. Stop tripping. But I would also be like, Mama D, I can't fool with you no more. You just be doing too much. Until you let this scrappy shit go, we just not gonna talk. But the conversation she has with her mom, she tells her mom that her mom is absolutely deserving of an apology from him. And the mama is like, well, when I'm going to get it, baby? I'm waiting. Hit me up when he ready to have the conversation. Because, honey, it needs to be had. The disrespect was potent. Okay? Them stupid ass plats disrespecting somebody's mama. Child, that man do not love you. He's incapable. Bobby performs. Y'all, Bobby's so talented. Bobby sounded really good. Bobby apologizes to Joy and Trina. And they try once again to introduce Zoe Brinks to Trina. Now, Trina is still, with the mean mug. Like, there wasn't a smile. There was nothing to be welcoming to her when she was coming over. So I don't think Zoe really understood like how to come at them in a moment, especially because of the way things happened the last time. So when she comes over and she was like, I don't know if I'm coming up to the mean girls, it was just a joke. And for Joy to take it there and make it so serious, like, Joy, honey, newsflash, you don't know what happened. It's not about you. You look a fool. You are a bird. You need to figure out how to get divorced from Trick Daddy or go and be with him. But pick one. Go get some goddamn therapy because you really need help after you thought anything was supposed to happen with you and Marlon. Get your fucking life. Immediately. I'm tired of her. Cause she be over there skating, acting like she not as much of a bird as she really is. Like, really, Joy, you jump bad with somebody that's probably young enough to be your damn kid because they called you a mean girl. You really look like a mean girl. Y'all act like mean girls, and you got the fucking nerve to take a joke so seriously that you jumping up trying to fight somebody. When that girl said, let her down, you know she ain't gonna beat me. Let her down. You know she ain't gonna beat me up. And that was true. I think we all know that lady would have picked you up and dropped you or bent you into a goddamn folding chair. And Trina, you just, standing there, not even looking, like, you really could have calmed that whole situation down. But I think that you, as much as you like to pretend like you don't like all of the mess and all of that, yes, the fuck you do. Yes, the fuck you do. It's not just Bobby that's messy, because Joy is being big time messy right now. This was so unnecessary. She really could have just ignored the comment and let the girl have her moment with you. But something tells me that y'all done already talked about this girl in some capacity. The energy is really just too negative for me. And I feel like every time Zoe tries to talk to her, she's giving her this same, I don't give a fuck, I can't be bothered energy. And to me, I feel like Trina may be one of those women that, oh, you don't look the part, so I don't have no time for you. And I feel like because Zoe is tall and bigger, I feel like Trina may feel like I don't have time for somebody that looks like that. Meanwhile, bitch, you're inflating as we speak. Meanwhile, I'm trying to figure out why your stomach's sticking out more than your titties. I have a whole bunch of questions. So I hope that's not why you was treating that girl like that twice. Now, Zoe, baby, you need to go get some help. You are extremely angry, and you're angry because of your family dynamic. You are angry at those people, and so you are highly sensitive. Don't get me wrong. I do feel like they some mean girls. I do. But I feel like you also are more heightened emotionally in the situation because it reminds you of how people treat you in your own family dynamic. They always treat you like you the outcast, like you're not deserving of reverence or respect. So because you felt like that in your family dynamic, you take that into your interactions with other people. And other people really just be in their own bullshit. And it really don't have nothing to do with you. They just assholes for whatever reasons they assholes. It got nothing to do with you. But you're going to internalize it. You're going to blow up about it. You're going to overreact to it because it really hurts your feelings. Because not only do you look up to Trina, but you also have had, this experience in your life where your own family don't even treat you with kindness. That's fucked up. So I feel like Zoe need to, gather herself and get herself together and learn how to stop being so damn defensive and let shit roll off her shoulder. But I also feel like sometimes you shouldn't meet your heroes. Sometimes these people can only make a good tune for you, and you got to let them hoes go. They can make a good tune for you. They inspire you to do whatever it is you needed to do, but you didn't need to meet them. You don't need to be in their life for real. Just, appreciate the inspiration and keep it fucking pushing. That's really how I feel about the situation. Okay. So let's move on, girl. Let's move on. Okay. That's not the one I wanted to play, but either way, do me a favor, y'all. I'm gonna take a quick little break. Can y'all like the video? All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get back into the live. Okay. We're going to do Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, child. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into it. I need to see more likes now. I see I got like 860 some odd people up in here, and I only see 370 likes. I feel like y'all can up that little bit. Y'all can up that little bit. Just a little bit. Y'all can up that little bit more. Y'all make this shit match for me a little bit more. Okay. I greatly appreciate it. Like the video up. Like the video up. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get into Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Spice. Hold up. Wait. Let me see something right quick. Let me see. Did I get... Let's see. Nope. No super chats. Okay. I just wanted to check, girl. Her stylist is on the RuPaul Drag Race Says she is messed to work for. Trina has always put a bad taste in my mouth. Oh yeah, she got a bad attitude. She got a bad attitude and then she got famous. There's no reason to check the bad attitude once you become famous. Once you use that to your advantage, in order to get ahead in life, you know, um, it's hard for you to pull back and not always use that. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like, child, when you already had a messed up attitude, you already kind of was a bitch to everybody because you thought you was that girl growing up, and then you become a rapper and you rap songs and shit that, you know, promote that. I think that it becomes a person, a part of your personality on some shit. Hold up. Okay, yeah. I needed to change that. She looks it, but she's not. Okay. All right. So Spice. Y'all, Spice is working on my nerves. I'm tired of Spice. I'm tired of Spice being a victim. I'm tired of Spice grandstanding. I'm tired of Spice thinking that she can talk to people any old type of way and she has to take no accountability for the way she keep coming at everybody. I'm tired of her. I'm tired of her. Okay? Spice is screaming, let's talk, Bam. Let's talk. You want to talk? Let's talk. You just said who you talking to, you're talking to. Girl, you started it when you called her fake. What part of that you don't understand? Well, no, I was triggered because she said she didn't talk to Erica. And I'm like, why? You don't understand what she's saying. You're not listening to what she's saying. She didn't say that she didn't talk to her at all. She said, I did not talk to her about the monkey comment. And she didn't. We know that she didn't. And Bam has to repeat again that Sierra told her on the way up there. And if that is true, that is not cool. She does not condone that. Spice really just wanted to get her anger out on somebody because Erica wasn't there for her to put all of her anger on her. So you did it to Sierra, and Sierra then calmed you down and played the docile role for you when really she should have told you to kiss her. Listen, you should have been told to girl, kiss my okay? Kiss it. I'm sorry. She works on my nerves, okay? Because she really wants people to kiss her ass, and it works on my nerves, okay? Shekinah says that Bam is lying about not talking to Erica about the monkey comments, and she's lying about praying for Spice or fasting for her. Now, I didn't believe that they was fasting for Spice either, but I'm more inclined to believe it coming from Sierra and Bambi than I am to believe it coming from Erica. But if we think about the time frame, child, she was losing weight anyway. That girl probably was over there not feeling like eating because, her relationship probably took her whole little appetite away. Y'all see she was over there skinning bones and neck and shit. So Scrappy gets there and Shekinah starts explaining what Erica said about them fasting for Spice and how it was bullshit because if they were fasting, they would have been fasting to keep their men. Bam says, why would I be fasting to keep a nigga that's cheating on me? Girl, what are you talking about? Shekinah says, well, you already know that Scrappy saved you, Bam. He saved you. So you didn't have to, because I didn't have to my way to the top. I'm like, did you not? Did you not, Shekinah? Did you not? Because what do you do? What do you do, Shekinah? When was the last time you did somebody wig, bitch? When was the last time you did somebody hair besides your own? What you do besides sit on Instagram and act like you having a bad reaction to some pills? What's going on? Over there running your mouth about shit you don't need to talk about because you was also involved in. Shekinah works on my nerves sometimes. She really does. We thought that you was going to change after your ass started crying and feeling free to cry. Now you just out here acting a fool for no reason. Shekinah feels like it's okay for her to put on this role when they're on the show. Everybody knows that Shekinah is turning up for the sake of the show. And she really not about that life like that. If Bam had really came over there trying to fight her, she would have been like, come on now, Bam. Ain't nobody trying to fight you, girl. It would have totally flipped. She be over there putting on stunts and shows for everybody, trying to be fucking entertaining. And I don't feel like Bam was in the space for that. I feel like Bam is going through a divorce just like Scrappy is. I feel like it's weird as hell the way everybody can have all this sympathy for Scrappy going through a divorce when he caused the goddamn divorce. Y'all can feel sorry for him over there, you know, he's so sad. Yeah, y'all can be like that for him, but when it's Bam, she not perfect. She don't never want to admit when she did something wrong. Like, what is she supposed to admit to? Please tell me what she's supposed to admit to. Because for real, I think this is just another example, just like Jeannie Mai, where no matter what you know or don't know, y'all gonna find a way to blame the woman. No matter what you do or don't know, y'all gonna always try to blame the woman. And it's real weird, okay? Watching Bam this episode, I feel like she was extremely emotionally heightened. She was obviously in a bad space. And for Shekinah to say that Scrappy saved her, that was very antagonistic to say to her at that moment, right? Scrap comes in, speaks to everybody but her, you know, and then Shekinah starts talking about how, you know, you should have prayed to keep your husband. That's how we got on the subject of Scrappy, okay? Because she's defending herself against Shekinah that's just talking out the side of her neck, trying to get an argument going on this damn show. Talking about she was fucking with Kirk and Benzino. Y'all, please stop. That's not what happened. That girl was in the jacuzzi with Benzino. She was single. Benzino was single. Why are y'all bringing that up like that's an issue? Why y'all bringing up like that even matters? That man still married that girl and had 3 fucking kids with her, regardless to what happened in the damn hot tub with Benzino back in the day. Also, how the fuck y'all keep bringing up her being in a hot tub with Benzino, but you not talking about the fact that Scrappy has cheated in every relationship he's been in? Make it make sense for me. Because it feels one-sided. And I feel like I understand why Bam felt the way she felt during this scene and during this whole episode, where she feel like everybody is just blaming her for everything and dogging her, even though she the one that got hurt in the situation. I feel like because that's exactly what the fuck is happening. That's exactly what's happening. Y'all were doing it online. Then you got Erica, you got the daughter, you got Diamond, you got Mama D. Everybody is online fighting with Bambi on behalf of Scrappy during this time. She get here and now Spice is going off on her about some shit that Erica did. Like, I understand why the lady was stressed out. I understand why she was emotional. It makes sense. I don't think she really wanted to divorce this nigga, but I think he's exhausting. I think he's an energy vampire. I think he thinks the only thing that happened was the text messages. But I feel like anybody that's looking at them can tell it was more than just them damn text messages, Scrap. That was just the last straw. I feel like she probably gave you a whole bunch of chances and a whole bunch of situations had probably happened in order for her to feel like, you know what? I've had enough now. I've had enough. They were dogpiling on Bam. They were. I don't care what they talking about, okay? So Bam calls Shekinah Spice's assistant. Now Spice gets up and starts to scream and curse too. Her blue bob, just as raggedy as it wanted to be, shaking about. Bam says, sit down, Spice. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Every time Bam tells them to sit down because they're not going to do shit, I love it. She don't get up and she tells them, sit your ass down because you're not going to do nothing. And she said, make me sit down. I don't have to make you sit down. I just know you're not going to do nothing because security is already right here. Security is already right here. So I know that it don't even make no sense. I'm too tall for this shit. I'm going to stand up and then somebody going to try to pull me back down. It's going to hurt my knees. I'm already a baby deer, bitch. Okay, the knees are already not as strong as they should be when you're that tall. Okay, stop with the foolishness just because you little butterball bitches want to run up on people so y'all can roll them down a hill and all of that type of shit. Because that's what I imagine Shekinah and Spice would have done, okay? Which you was just gonna run up and fall over and roll down a fucking hill with the girl into the damn beach water? And what about your scar? What about your scar? What about your hernia? What about that? Why are you screaming and hollering, trying to fight with every goddamn body when you literally have your insides trying to stay together and stay in there because at any moment they might come out? And you over here acting a goddamn fool with Bambi. So the eel. There was the eel that came out of the water and scared the shit out of Shekinah, and them little legs ran far, far, far away, and I was so happy. And Spice was like, you know, I'm going to leave too. Yeah, that must have been a sign from the gods, okay? Yemiya was like, get these bitches away from me. This is a peaceful place, okay? Carry them on away from us with this. Bam says that everyone wants to attack her because she's going through a divorce. It's her fault. He cheated on her. She's the reason her marriage didn't work. And Scrappy says, you know what, though? It takes two. Okay? And I know the real. And if she really loved me, she wouldn't have filed for divorce. If she really loved me, it would have been more than some text message that would have made her leave. She would have stayed. Y'all, his only gripe with her is that she did not stay. Are y'all listening? Is anybody listening? Because I feel like y'all hear these people talking and you don't listen to the shit that they say. Whenever we ask, what is Bambi supposed to be accountable for? What did she do wrong? You're going to tell us she wasn't appreciating him the way she should have. She wasn't giving him all the energy and attention he wanted. We're going to remind you that Bambi has 3 children under the age of 6. So a lot of her energy probably went towards the kids. And this is when a man is supposed to be a fucking man and be about the kids and not about himself. Help her so she doesn't have to carry all of it by herself. And I feel like niggas tap in every now and again. But the consistency that she would need in order not to be so stressed out with 3 young children, I don't think he was providing. I don't think he was providing the consistency that she needed. And that was made evident by the fact that he couldn't pay the fucking rent on time. Yeah, paid it, but not on time, meaning that you are inconsistent in being responsible and you are a married father of 3. He is the one I feel like is incapable of this role. She was doing what she was supposed to be doing because we didn't hear no shit on her. Y'all made that shit up about E-Money. E-Money didn't even say that lady didn't feed her. She just don't like her. And do you know why she don't like her? She don't like her because of the things that her father and her mother say about Bambi. That makes sense. She's gonna believe and go along with whatever her parents say. So whenever y'all use E-Money like she's the example of you know, the Bam fucking up, I feel like, yeah, no, that's not a good example either. I don't think anybody needs to be perfect, and I don't think we need to always be bringing it up that somebody isn't perfect. If there is something that they did to hurt you too, say that. Stop fucking telling us that the other person isn't perfect. What did they do exactly, though? You just don't want to be the only one being held accountable for you not being able to do what you needed to do. Okay? To me, that's what it feels like. So when he starts flipping the blame on her and she says it's all my fault, and then he turns around and starts talking about it takes 2, it don't matter what she talking about, she's not saying you did anything right now. In this moment right now, she's saying it's all me, put everything on me, it's my fault why he cheated on me. That's what she said. And then he turned around and said that she set him up for the divorce. Bro, what the fuck does that even mean? She set me up for the divorce. What is that? How do you set somebody up for a divorce? Make that make sense. No, I'm going to tell you what it is. Whenever women decide to choose themselves and they can't do whatever they was doing with you no more, they can't choose you, Lucius, no more. They got to choose themselves, Lucius. Y'all get mad. Y'all get so mad when them women decide to walk away and choose themselves over you. And you just can't understand how they could do that so easily. Nigga, you've been choosing yourself and doing what you wanted to do this whole time. It's insane to me. It's insane to me. Okay? Lord. Funny and crazy at the same time. Thank you for the super chat. Erica had her issues with him too. Yeah, she did. And then she turned around and blamed all of the issues on Bambi. I was just like, girl, y'all, I can't. I feel like Bambi doesn't have to be a perfect person. But it doesn't mean that she deserved to get dragged and blamed for Scrappy not being capable of providing what needed to be provided to be a husband and a father to 3 children. He's very entitled. He's very entitled. He has not once explained to us what that lady did besides give her children more of the attention when it was 3 of them, again, under the age of 6. I just don't understand why people can't have sympathy towards Bam, but you can have sympathy towards Scrappy. You can have sympathy towards Erica, I guess, because she's so beautiful. But I just kind of feel like if you have a nasty disposition, I don't care how beautiful your face is. Face ass. Okay. Bam leaves and everyone is, laughing and acting like it's cool. And that's another thing that I feel like probably bothered her is everybody knowing what goes on between them, but nobody having her back and everybody allowing him to act as if it's both of us when we really know it's not. I think a lot of women be feeling like it'd be different if I actually did something, but if I didn't do anything, why are y'all letting him just, why are y'all letting everybody just keep blaming me when I really didn't do anything to, to harm him the way he's harmed me. And I'm just taking myself out the equation because I don't want to do it anymore. I feel like they're more mad at her for leaving him than anything. That's what I think. I think nobody's mad at him for cheating. Nobody's mad at him for not helping her as much as she needed help. They're upset because she left, because we're supposed to stay and stick it out and ride or die. Bambi, Bondi, why no one checked up on Bambi after that scene? They all fake. No, for real. And then they went to like laughing and giggling and shit after the fact. Y'all, I can't wait to see Bambi's interview with Amanda Seales tonight because I really want to hear what she has to say. I wonder if she's gonna talk about this Erica Mena situation too. But anyway, in her relationship with Sierra, girl, Sierra's seasoning is so good. I can't say that enough. We be using that. We've been using it a lot lately because we've been making a lot of seafood. And we've been using Sierra's seasoning. Okay, so shout out to Sierra and the Ghetto Girl Eat Seasoning because that shit is good. So everyone, hold up. Spice and Sierra talk. Spice says that Bam triggered her when she said she didn't talk to Erica. When Sierra tells her that she needs to learn how to calm down, y'all, Sierra's face was not moving. I don't know whether it was her just trying to stay calm. Sis had gotten an edible. I don't know, but she was giving Yoda. Okay, like just still face. It was not moving. Sierra says Spice has been through a lot and she's just being very angry. And I just kind of feel like, Sierra, you're always like giving motherfuckers passes and I wish you would stop. For real. I wish you would stop giving us passes all the time. Because I feel like sometimes Sierra be too nice. Anyway, so everyone, at least recently, y'all, okay? Maybe not when she had jumped Carly, but now. Anyway, everyone takes a boat ride. Spice talks to Rashida about being ridiculed and how the devil finds her. Like, woe is me, Spice. Get the fuck over it. I'm just sorry. I'm tired of her. Scrappy is sad because he has no coochie. I don't believe it. I believe you do have coochie. I just think you're upset that you don't have the one that you really wanted, which is your wife's. Rennie joins the convo and says everyone is too much in each other's business. And then Shekinah tried to check Amy that morning at breakfast off camera because when Bambi and Shekinah were arguing, Amy was like, don't even argue with that. And I don't think she was talking about calling Shekinah that, but I think she was saying what Shekinah was saying was some bullshit. And I wish Amy would have said to her, well, Shekinah, I felt like what you were saying, talking about Bambi fucked her way to the top and Scrappy saved her. Yeah, I feel like that's some bullshit. And I feel like I can say don't even argue with that because that's some stupid whack shit to say. It is. Especially when a woman has made a space for herself, pays her own bills, takes care of her kids, and financially supports herself and her children, and you turn around and talk about a bummy ass nigga saved her. Why? Just because their relationship got her on another reality show? Like, regardless to the fact that she's a best friend and Bambi isn't like a bust out star character, I liked Bambi when she was on Basketball Wives. Okay. She definitely could have went back over there, okay? Because she was a nice little, follow-up. She was better than Brandy's ass, okay? Over there on Basketball Wives. She was better than Brandy's ass back in the day as Malaysia's little side buddy, okay? But anyway, Rennie admits to saying that to Shekinah, but it wasn't like she was just talking about Amy. She was talking about everybody. But Amy pops off. Amy's like, nah, I gotta check you because I feel like you being messy. I feel like Rennie was being messy. I feel like there was no need to even repeat that shit, especially because you know you and that girl got beef. There was no need for you to even bring that shit up, and you did. And it's because your ass is messy. I also feel like she was low-key smirking a bit when they was talking about it, which makes me feel like you was being messy with Spice and Shekinah. Okay, I don't really like that I don't really like that. That was messy as hell. And I also feel like I'm kind of getting tired of everybody telling Amy that she shouldn't be mad about stuff. I am. I'm low key tired about that. I feel like they're on a reality show. She should be able to express herself. Stop wanting to fight people though, and stop doing the most with your mouth, because you do the most with your mouth. But it's okay to express your angst or having a problem with somebody. I don't think that you should just be trying to hold everything in and letting everything roll off your back all the fucking time. I don't think that's what you should do. I think you should confront things, but I think there's a way to confront things. Instead of being accusatory, ask somebody, what did you mean by that? What did you mean by that? Instead of jumping to anger, ask questions. Inquire on why they're saying something or what they mean by it, instead of jumping off the ledge about it. Okay, you just need to curtail the way you handling your situation. But I don't think you should just shut up, because I feel like people do be being messy, people do be fucking playing, and you shouldn't let anybody get away with playing on your top if you don't want to. I don't think so. That's just not how I would handle that. Okay, anyway, so they had to get separated. Carly starts screaming and crying.
Carly, please stop. Carly, why you gotta act? Why you gotta do all this, Carly? Now you like the weak-minded crying girl? Where you used to be Louis Gucci Prada, Louis Gucci Prada, pop them tags, pop them tags. Like, now we scared? We the old lady? We worried about being on a net on a boat? Girl, what?
I'm sorry, y'all. I can't. My glasses are from Firmu, you guys. Thank you. Oh, hey, Beyonce. Thank you for the super chat, girl. Hey, Bondi. But LOL, they are mad at Bambi for choosing herself. And Spice's puppet is really defending a ninja that has cheated in multiple relationships. And then but the funny thing about that, thank you, girl. The funny part about that is that should kind of be one of the main ones talking about how these niggas ain't shit because they always cheating. So it's just very confusing. And that's why I said I feel like she just be out here doing shit just to piss people off. Like, just to have a moment on the show, not because she really feels that way. That's why you can't really take nothing Shekinah said seriously. But I think because Bambi was already so sensitive about what's going on in her real fucking life, that just wasn't the time for that shit. And everybody was gonna get it. That's why she popped off so quick on Spice when Spice called her fake. She could have just been like, I don't know who you calling fake, but who are you talking to? Like, she jumped off real quick, and I think it's because her emotions was already heightened. And I do feel like, bitch, who the fuck you calling fake? Like, I would have felt the same way. Anyway, Rennie says that she let Amy slide last time, and I feel like she kind of did, but you also were being fake, Rennie. You wasn't even really trying to have the conversation. I feel like when they were at that women's empowerment event, Amy did come back to Rennie on some real shit, trying to be apologetic and have a come to Jesus moment. And Rennie was on some, I ain't really trying to do this shit. And I feel like you coming at me sideways. So bitch, I don't really give a fuck, but I'm going to listen to you, but it ain't real right now. That's what I feel like was going on. I feel like Amy picked up on it, and Amy was kind of like, all right, we going to let it be what it is, but it's really, it's really you. That's what it is. So I think they blew up in this moment just based on all of this other energy they got. So then Bam starts going off to Yandy about feeling beat up on by everybody. Bam says that she does everything for her kids. She pays for tuition. She pays for all of the stuff that they need. And he gets to go and live his best life, and everybody mad at her. Rashida says, let's try to enjoy the trip and just kind of, stop with all of the damn fighting. Okay, it's the Bahamas. Why are y'all trying to fight on vacation? Save that shit for Atlanta. Amy wants to stay in her room instead of going to karaoke that night, but I feel like she didn't want to stay in her room, but she wanted the older women on the show to tell her that they wanted her to be there because she felt bad for starting shit. And I feel like, I like Amy. I feel like it's okay to feel a little, you know what I'm saying? Because I understood how she felt in a moment. But just learn how to check people, girl. But don't listen to Yandy talking about you just got to learn how to let things go. No, fuck out of here. I don't have to let anything go. I can call things out as soon as I see it. After that, I'll let it go. But you should be able to talk when you want to talk and say what you got to say if you feel away. Because if you don't, people will continue to play in your face. They will. Okay? But they talk her into coming, so she coming to karaoke. Great. Did y'all see Chaotic and Scrappy's McDonald's delivery commercial? Girl, that was a cute little commercial. I'm glad that they getting their little money or whatever. But Chaotic called him selfish and said that's why he got women's problems. And even though it was just like a commercial, that shit was real. Public service announcement. Scrappy, the reason why you have issues with women is because you only think about yourself. You're selfish. That's you. Thanks to Mama D and Daryl Sr., wherever the fuck he is. Clean up on aisle 9. That's how I feel about it. Okay? So Jessica finally gets there walking through the streets like a goddamn gazelle. And Bam tells her about how everyone came down on her about Erica's racist comment. Jessica tells her next time, instead of engaging, just get up and walk away. And that was really good advice. You really disempower people when they keep coming at you when you just get up and remove yourself. Like, you disempower their whole argument when you give them your back. And I think that she should do that, okay? I think she should give people her back. The next time everybody wants to blame you for this nigga being a dog, please just get up and walk the fuck out, okay? Like, just go ahead and leave, girl. Don't even stick around and play with these people, okay? So karaoke night. Amy wants it to be good energy. Rennie is avoiding Amy. Chaotic tells Bam she has nice feet. Y'all, I cannot take Chaotic. I cannot take him. Mammy was like,
oh, thank you. Thank you. You're like king.
I cannot with Chaotic because you really, he's so problematic, right? He's so problematic, but I still like him. I hate it. So y'all, Yandy doesn't want all of the clicky shit that's happening to continue. So she forces Bambi, Jessica, Chaotic, and Amy to come closer to the rest of the group. The only people that were off to the side was Shekinah and Spice. Bam says that she doesn't want to fake the funk. Nobody defended her. Nobody, really cared about what she was going through. Everyone says something kind to each other. I didn't hear anybody say anything kind to Bam, but whatever. Chaotic says Amy and Rennie need to get rid of their tension. And so they do. They basically say that they were being stubborn because of the old drama. They were being forced to apologize. But now let's apologize for real because we really don't want to ruin the trip. We want to have a good time. We know our issue is not about us. And so let's just move on. Meaning that whoever the producer was is the one who really,
fucked up the thing, for lack of a better term.
Okay. So Kirk and his hair. Kirk
Frost. Come to the front. Sir, your hair has never been this dark. Why, Kirk? Kirk, why? Like, you were bald for the first, I want to say, 13 seasons. Child, how many seasons of this show have there been? He's been bald all of this time. He was back in 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015 being bald. And now, he has decided to grace us with a Velcro-like Beijing sprushed afro faded out on the sides. And I hate it. I wish he wouldn't have done it. I don't know why all of you men want to color your scalp. I don't know why y'all want to look like AI. I don't know why you want to look like all I got to do is do this and the hair gonna be on my finger. I don't know why y'all are putting us through this. I want y'all to stop. I really do. Please. Stop.
That's all I gotta say. So Kirk and his hair tell Scrappy he needs to clear the air with the Bam. Kirk then goes over and talks to the Bam and says that they need to have a conversation. And she says, listen, I love him. I want the best for him. Okay? And I have given him a lot of grace. And then Yandy comes over. Yandy, you really know how to be that kind of little weird, annoying chick that nobody really likes, but she's sweet. So they kind of, keep her around. Yo, Yandy just be like always trying to fit in some type of way. And it just be giving, it's not fitting. It's not fitting, Yan. Okay? So she comes over, takes Bam's drink, and then also takes Kirk with her. And I was like, why she had to take Bam's drink? What was necessary about that? Like, what did she need to take Bam's drink for? Girl, anyway, I guess they were scared that Bambi was gonna throw her drink in Scrappy's face, girl. It didn't even feel like it was giving that. Everybody was laughing because her sunglasses was over her hair, and I was like, child, she didn't feel like having to take the sunglasses from under the wig, y'all. That'd be aggravating, especially if your wig ain't glued down. You know, this wig not glued down. That's why I got a do-rag on. And when I go upstairs, I'm gonna take this shit off. That's why I'm not about, I'm not about to go through this with y'all. Okay? I'm gonna be down here for a few minutes. And I already know these people gonna want me to be out here being emotional. I'm about to cry. I'm not about to put these sunglasses, like, no, they need to stay right here. They need to stay right here. Okay? Anyway, so Scrappy tells her that he loves her. She's a good person, a good mother, and he's sorry he hurt her. He's sorry he hurt her heart. He said everything that happened, it was really his ego that was really the main problem. And everything he wanted, he didn't get, but he should have handled her differently. He should have handled it better than that. And he said he love her, for real. I love you. And she said she love him too. And that she want the best for him. And he says, listen, you not perfect, but you was a blessing. You was a blessing. And I gave my whole heart to you. Okay, you changed my life. And then they hug. And I feel like he told her he loved her so many times that I feel like it was him trying to get that response from her. I think he wanted to be able to go to her room that night. I think he wanted her to respond to him in the way that he wanted her to. And when she did not respond in the way that he wanted her to, which is to take him back or fuck him that night, I think that things went back to the way they were, with him being disrespectful and forgetting that this is also very much his fault. They were both tearing up. You could see her crying through the fucking sunglasses. But I saw that little tear out the corner of his eye that he tried to clean up. And then when he walked off, it was given, he gonna cry in the car. Okay, that's absolutely what it was given. Miko Spice, thank you so much for being a member for 2 months. I sincerely believe the reason none of them, mainly the women, came to her defense is because how dare she leave when we choose to stay. Child, that's a good point. That is a damn good point. Okay. Oh, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. This scene with her, no, it was emotional. It really was. But I also felt like it was emotionally manipulative. I'm glad that he was, I'm glad he gave her that moment, y'all. Please don't get me wrong. I'm so happy that he gave her that moment, that he gave us that moment, that he gave Love and Hip Hop the moment where he admits to what he's been doing, because he has refused to admit any wrongdoing this entire time. He refused to admit he cheated on her, even though he has, Diamond on the internet arguing with her and sending all of these posts her way and talking shit. Like, you got all of this stuff going on that shows what you're doing, but yet you still sitting up here disputing everything this lady's saying, when really, if you would just admit that you fucked up, it would have been so much easier for her to forgive you if you could have just admitted it and actually changed your behavior. But what you like to do is pretend like you're going to be good and then go right back to being an asshole right after. And when you do that, eventually women just give up. They get to a point where they realize, you know what? He's not going to change. He's not going to change. So I just need to go ahead and, let the nigga go. Let him fly, like, be free, like a bird. Okay? Like a bird. You let him go. You know what I'm saying? You let them go live their little lives, their little sad little lives, and they still be mad at you. Still be mad at you. Like, nigga, I gave you what you wanted. You wanted to be free. Now you free. Now you mad at me. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Anyway, y'all, that's all I got for y'all. Okay? I hope y'all enjoyed. I'm going to come back this evening for another live once we listen to Amanda Seales and Bam's interview. Okay? And I'll probably have had a drink by then. Okay, so y'all definitely want to come through for that. I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all work day. Okay, whatever y'all got going on. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Make sure y'all check out the Ooh Ladies First panel that went down last night. It should be put back up at some point because I think we had to edit some things out of it. But make sure that y'all check out the Ooh Ladies First panel on Jamie That's Me's channel. Okay, and y'all go ahead and have a good rest of y'all day.